Again, good info.
Yeah.
All right, you up? You up?
All right.
Yo, it's your boy Kid Justice in the house. Today we have special guest Byron Love Luv. And DJ D Poise, of course, back on the technicality side. And Fizz Ed Music coming in with Fizz News soon.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Real. All the way by way of, can we say H-Town or just say just straight Houston?
South Dallas, Texas, man.
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, South
Dallas,
Dallas.
Texas.
Yeah. The place where they murk presidents and do other types of things that are a little bit different. They shoot police downtown. They do all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm from there.
Beyonce's hometown.
Yeah, well, she from Houston though. She from Houston. Badu is this one. Dallas is we got Badu, and who else? I can't think of nobody else off top. But yeah, well, Chris Bosh. We got Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Bosh was out there, okay.
From my hood, he out of South Dallas. Yeah, so yeah. So a lot of good people come up out of here is what I'm saying. You know,
and everybody that I meet now is either from. Well, they're not actually from there. They're moving to Texas.
Yeah.
It seems like that's the place to be now.
Yeah.
Everybody moving to Texas, man.
Yeah, that cost of living.
Yeah.
It costs of living because it's like if you go to Cali or whatever, it's 3 to 5 times more. And if you go to New York, it's at least 2 to 3 times more. Everywhere it's like it's expensive. You come down here, people laugh at the rent. They be like, "What?" And we down here complaining about the rent. Like, I ain't paying that. And people like, "Man, I pay this for one bedroom up in Brooklyn." I'm like, "Hey," wow. So you know, it is what it is.
Are they accepted down there from people who actually were born and raised down there?
I mean, people shouldn't be tripping on that at this point. I mean, because we got gentrification going on. We ain't got time to be worried about people coming from another state. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
we sitting here watching people take the big broom and move us up out the hood and build these new unattainable developments, and ain't nothing we can do about it. We looking at that in real time, so we shouldn't be tripping on somebody because they say, "Hey, yo, I'm from Flatbush, or I'm from Cali, or whatever, man." So you know, this land is your land, this land is my land. That song back in the day, whatever.
Oh, that's right, Daddy-O down there, Daddy-O, Bun B.
Oh yeah, they listening.
Obi.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah. You got
I listen to all them people.
Yeah, man.
Stetson Sonic. Yeah, people need to get him they flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't ever see Stetson Sonic on these shows where they be talking about the pioneers and legends and they act like nobody remember. Some people don't like the way Sally walk. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, man. That's
we've had them on. We've had them on before.
Daddy-O.
Yeah.
But man, there's a whole generation of talented artists that just got swept under the rug due to the industry. Yeah. And if y'all had the tools we had now, like YouTube, Spotify, and stuff, it'd be a different story.
Yeah. I mean, because a lot of the stuff that people were fighting for back then is available now and is taken for granted. Like distribution, people were fighting to get a distribution deal back in the day. Now you can get these little digital distribution things. They put your stuff everywhere in a couple of days. It's nothing. Shouts out to Selecto Hits. I was just saying, because you know, they did Chubb Rocking them back in the day and 666 in the early days, but they didn't make it. I don't know what they're doing right now, but I know when everything changed, they couldn't cross over with that whole digital thing, you know, because I was having conversations with them in the era of the CD, trying to make something happen. But you know,
they coming back.
Yeah, well, that'll be nice.
You know, you in Texas, man, y'all were always known to be able to put out your own stuff and tour off of it and make big bank, like to the point where the majors would want to sign y'all and y'all be like, nah, man, I make more money being independent, putting my own stuff out and touring around in the South.
Yeah, because you got to look at how big Texas is, man. It's a gang of cities in just one area. Like if you just take East Texas by itself, I don't know how many cities you can hit right up through there because it's a bunch of them that's not even really on the map. You got a place named ARP, Texas, ARP, Texas. And if you try this quick, you'll miss it. You know what I'm saying? You got Shoot a Mule. I'm not making this up. Shoot a Mule, Texas.
Oh,
You're not.
You got
That's-
Winona. It's so many little bitty ducked off cities. You can go hit all of them and get your money. And then that's just in East Texas. You not to mention South Texas, West Texas, which is basically the desert, and they happy to see anything coming over there. But then we got this little triangle thing, Texarkana, where you go to Arkansas, you can hit Tennessee, you can hit Oklahoma, you can go in this same little circle and you'll be all right. So if they never hear me on the west or the east, I'm good. So that's why Texas has been getting it like that down through the years. Me, I'm one of the ones who kind of started that, because in my city, wasn't nobody doing that before us as far as selling tapes, cassette tapes out. Well, I can't even say out the trunk. I ain't had no car. We was we was selling cassette tapes. You know, we had them, and they were moving. And who said that? MC Breed and them. They say if you wanted to count dub tapes around the hood, we went gold without none of them being sold, because we sold thousands of them things without, you know, barcodes and all that, because we didn't know nothing about that. We were ahead of the game on that.
Man, take us back, man, to your whole beginnings, man. How you got into the rap game, and it's interesting. We had a quick little story earlier where we were talking about your dealings with DLC, and well, he wasn't DLC then, but the Feline Crew and your battle. So take us back to your beginnings, man. How you got in and so on.
Yeah, back in the 80s, in the early 80s, I was on the planet. I witnessed the death of disco. I witnessed when they blew up disco in that field, wherever that was. It's Googleable. It's something we can find on YouTube probably, where it was some radio shock jock. They blew up disco records and they said disco is dead. And everybody else picked up on that and they started saying, yeah, disco is dead. I'm like, what's happening? You know, I still like Donna Summer, you know, I love you, baby. I like this here. But it didn't matter. The dude with the little bitty shirt, hotel, motel, here they come. They started doing their thing. They stole Grandmaster Caz's lyrics and they just went on and jumped off the porch. Big Hank and Mike, Wonder Mike and the other Poke Chop Sideburns, Hotel Sugar Hill Gang. They went to doing their thing, and I'm little and I'm knowing, because I already like poetry. I'm up on my Langston Hughes and Nicky Giovanni, and I'm on this. So I'm digging this already. And my brother and them, they older, and I'm like, I'm trying to make the connection. Like, what I like is poetry. They mimicking the dude with the tight shirt. What is this stuff? What is it? You know what I'm saying? It's rap music, because it didn't really have a name yet. You know, I think Curtis Blow, if we get technical, Curtis Blow probably gave it a name, because he the one that had Christmas rapping, even though that was a play on words, but rapping. Before he did it, nobody else was calling it rap. Because if we go back,
what was they calling it?
Nothing. It was on the Black Hot Singles chart, like with the R&B, because they didn't even call R&B back then. It was Black Hot Singles, so it was just a Black Hot Single.
Call it something like urban music or something like that.
That came later. A lot of that came when they started that stuff in the 90s, the RIAA, whatever, and your After Luke won the court case with the stickers and stuff. But but back then they just lumped everything together. But I liked it, I enjoyed it, and I started doing it myself, trying to figure out how to put poetry to music like what I thought I was hearing, which was actually rap. And I was good because wasn't nobody else doing it. So what you gonna compare it to? You know, so because this is East Coast, this is New York. We ain't got nobody. It's a handful of rappers. You got Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, and then you got Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Now we didn't hear Funky 4 plus 1 more. We didn't hear that down here. We didn't hear Sequence, Us Girls Can Boogie too. We didn't hear none of that. They were out there doing it though, but we didn't hear that down. You know what I'm saying? All we heard was those handful of people right there. And in Dallas, we started doing it. So when people think back Dallas, they at some point they got to stop with us, because before us wasn't nobody doing this. You know, and I challenge anybody to say it was something before us, man. It wasn't. Super Rhyme Rockers. That's the name sound like the 80s. Super Rhyme Rockers. That was us. It was me and my two brothers, man.
I like it.
Kid Fresh the Poet and Kid Rap On, the bow-legged lover. And then it was me.
I remember them days.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was, we was pop locking and all this old stuff. But from that, you know, I became this battle rapper because, you know, rap developed and it stuck around and all this old stuff. So other people are trying to do it, and I had to let them know you can do it, but you're not better than me. Up to this day, that remains intact. There is nobody on the planet Earth that has ever beaten me in a battle, and I stand on that. From here to anywhere I've ever been, it's nobody, and that's verifiable. You know, I'm still. So I'm all of that. I'm the backpack rapper. I'm the battle rapper. I'm the super lyricist. I'm the conscious woke fight to power dude. I'm the funny dude. I'm the Luther Campbell dude. I'm all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I embody that because I am rap music on some KRS-One. I am hip hop. You know what I'm
saying? Jump into battle rap, man. You don't see too much of that now. I got some more questions on that later.
Yeah. Well, see, people back then, battle rap was actually that. It was people who knew how to rap going up against people who knew how to rap. You know what I'm saying? Showing skills. And at some point that deteriorated to who can control the crowd better, you know, and you had to have showmanship with it too. So what I did, I was always this lyrical person. I'm gonna destroy you with that anyway, but I developed ways of, you know, dropping jokes in my lyrics so that the crowd can, oh, all that old stuff, you know. But once it got to the point of people want to fight because you rapping and all that old stuff, it's like, okay, let's battle on record or whatever, because that's better. Because if you still off on me, I'm still in. We fighting, dude. You know what I'm saying? This ain't none of that. Oh, you mad because I'm styling on you? You know, no, this ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at you for real. But now, I jumped off into it because my whole thing was to prove that I am the best, and I've always done that. I am the best. Ain't nobody better than me. But you know, that kind of played itself. I don't do that at this point because it wouldn't be the same. It'll be like if you put Rakim against Gucci Man right now, Rakim would not even win the battle. And we all know that that is madness. That is horse application. But he would not win because Gucci Man is a higher caliber as far as popularity at this juncture. And that's
Are there any battle rappers that you like of a newer breed? Like
I used to watch all them like all them YouTube channels where they on there getting to it. But a lot of them started getting deals, and I just ain't really been following like the ones that came after that. So I don't really know the names of none of them. But who was the last dude that got a deal? Man, I can't think of the last dude, but he had put out a album and it wasn't received good. And he was like, I'm step away from this because people feel like battle rappers don't know how to make records, which might be true. You know what I'm saying? Because they got 1 million bars, they not spitting 8, they spitting 64. I'm like, hey man, you gotta break that up. Yeah, I think they doing 212s these days, but you know, he just running through it, and you know, but the last time I was watching that kind of battle stuff, who was still doing it? Cassidy and them was still in there. Meek Mill and them was still in there. No, Cannabis. He brought the paper out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cannabis is too cold.
Yeah, well, I'm like, man, you don't do that, man. This is come on, man. Anybody got to tell you the rules of the game? What is this? He brought the paper out. Exactly. I mean, that's kind of like the last battle raps I've been watching. Cause down here, it ain't. Oh, come on, man. You dudes,
well,
I ain't gonna say.
Would you agree that battle raps have gotten, for lack of a better term, way too violent? You know, DMC from Run DMC was saying that every time he hears 16 from some of these young cats, is, you know, I'm gonna wet your shirt. I pull out the, you know, the Glock straight to your chest with the bockety bock and all that.
Yo, that's exactly how they be.
I got the 4-8 to your head. Don't be late, brother. You know all that.
Yeah. That's because because they don't know how to do metaphors, similes. They don't know how to play with the words. You know. I told people I gave the Bill Cosby pill to the dictionary so I can have my way with words. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I should have said that. Got a case pull it. But I'm saying, I mean, stuff like that, you know, but instead they just on what's easy, what's comfortable. Like, you know, I got that 40, you know what I'm saying? I got the stick, I'm gonna slide on you and come on, man. Come on. You know, that's that nothing. You know, and that's why, you know, like I ease back. I don't even do all the battle stuff. What I do is I put up projects next to projects, you know, and I do whatever you doing with whatever I'm doing, that type of stuff. Because it's like the focus was an album back in the day. Now they don't focus on that. They focus on a single. And then the next single. And I'm like, that's good and bad, because that's the way they were doing it back in the day of the LP, the long play, when they were putting out that one song and then working their way towards the album. They kind of reversed, and that's what they're doing again. But the follow-up ain't the same in 2022. So, you know, it's
the 12 inch.
Yeah, the 12
inch back.
Extended play. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the wax back.
The white labels.
Yeah.
You can tell people can't rap today. Songs is less than like 2 minutes.
Man.
Some songs is less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm like, man, what is this, an intro?
Yeah.
Why would they put this in a playlist? Like,
I just said that today. Just said that today. I was listening Erica Banks, she out of Dallas, she doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you leave the people wanting more. That's good and it's bad, because I'm like, damn, if I'm in the car, I want to ride out, you know what I'm saying? Why the hell the song is not long enough? Like, when I'm
repeat the song.
Yeah, because when I'm in the studio, I have to do that with the engineer a lot of time. They be trying to hurry up and cut the song. No, man, let that ride. They're like, no, the song's already 3 minutes. I don't give a damn. Make it 3 minutes and 45 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm riding, I want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, because every song is not a single. So I know what I'm
like, why is people trying to save space nowadays? Like, man, it's digital space at this point. Like, it's not like you only got so much space you can use. Like, bro, make the song
It's a non-issue.
Shout out to Erica Banks though, because she reps down there hard.
Yeah, she
listen to her music. She got a lot of classic samples from, you know what I mean, on her records from artists from down south, man.
She's doing her thing, man. I'm happy to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Props back, which is rare.
Yeah,
you know, from a young artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she getting it. I mean, because I'm glad, because you know she came through the city, so she already know how many people on purpose they try to stop you from being great. I know she's seen it, you know what I'm saying, and she came through anyway. That's why anybody that make it through this stuff here, I'll be happy for them. Because I know for every, let me think of somebody that's positive. For every Greg Street who used to be here, there's 4 or 5. Let me name drop because I don't give a damn. 4 or 5 Skip Cheatham's. That's the dude that used to be over K104. Which is the big radio station in Dallas. And he has such a negative reputation of messing over the people that you got rappers from down here that went in, tore up the studio, tore up the station. They had to call the police on them. So yeah, it get from time to time, because it's rough. It shouldn't be all that hard for you to just play a damn song, man. Why? If payola is illegal, what is the conversation? What are we even talking about?
That's what I was going to say. You have some payola going on. He didn't play y'all's music.
Payola.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be illegal.
That's the thing. People have been paying some of these DJs and still not getting what they want. And they seem to forget that these days, everybody doing music don't come from doing music background. They got some other stuff going on. So
yeah, I was about to say, like, bro, you go take that man money and not play a song. He gonna pull up to the studio, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I take different routes and do different stuff or whatever. Cause I ain't got that kind of time for that. Cause I already did the whole penitentiary thing, man. And they got my room on reserve. I'm not trying to go back down there. I didn't leave nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't forget nothing. Yeah, I took everything with me. I don't need to go back down there for nothing. But they waiting on me. So I don't want some radio person to be the reason. So I try to avoid stuff that can get me back down there. Because once you've been down there, it's so damn easy to go back. So you got to watch it. You got to get yourself together, because I'm still the same me, and you still not gonna do nothing slick and get away with it. So, and most people know that, and that's good and bad, because the people who know that, they either kind of avoid doing stuff so it don't be nothing, but then there's other people who know that, who will do something so that it will be something. Those are the people I have to look out for. Like, okay, I know this dude gonna try it, and I'm gonna have to go and look at him. So let me not even go over there. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. That's like why I don't deal with certain DJs. Like, it's some DJs in this city. When they at a function, I ain't going, because I already know for the night over with, I'm gonna go to his vibe. I'm gonna whoop this dude. People, why? You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, my thing is this. I can DJs always talking about, hey man, it's hard finding good music. You got people giving you music. Go through it, listen to it, because you know what I'm saying. A lot of people, I get so many flash drives. Okay, listen to it. Yeah, you ain't gotta be looking. Just listen to the stuff that the dude already gave you. If you like it,
his job to find good music, like and
You
play
would
that
think.
stuff. Like
You would think.
I was going to ask about that. Like, is this how it worked back in the day? The same thing? Like, man, you just had to politic with DJs, pay people to get your music paid.
Down here in Dallas, it was different because you didn't have that many people rapping, first of all. And you didn't have that many DJs playing rap because the whole world was against rap music. They felt like it wasn't going to last. It was just a fad. But the DJs who did deal with rap music, I met them, mingled with them. I was on the radio. It wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? But it was when it was a changing of the guard, that's when it became a problem. The people realized, you know what? Rap is not only here, but it's going to be big. And they started positioning themselves to raise with rap and become something. And they did. And as that, they became the gatekeepers and they started closing doors. And if they say they didn't, they'll lie. They close doors on people. You got people, homegrown talent right here that you're not messing with and going out of your way to spend something that come from Atlanta. Why?
Yeah. Well, I always wondered that too. Like, why isn't more local songs being played locally? Like, why can't guys get into their local studio? And I thought it was a matter of cost. Maybe it costs $600 to have your song played once or something like that.
In most situations, it don't cost nothing, man. These people just, I mean, because you got the program director, if they care, they can carve out 2 hours out of the day or 2 hours out of the week for local talent. Why you can't do that? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got that same complaint about being tired of the music. Change it.
The artist, the person on the show, she used to work for K-Day. And that's what she's talking about. She sat in my office. She used to decide what would get played in LA and K-Day back in the day. So
yeah, K-Day
she's one of those people. You say no payola?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's under the table all day. Like even if you pull up to the DJ doing a remote, a radio DJ doing a remote at the club or whatever, you buy them a couple of drinks and slide them the song with a 50 or 100 or something. Like, yeah, go on, spend this. Let me check the crowd participation. This type of thing or whatever. You know, it's none of these. My thing was with getting music played. I tell a DJ, hey man, how much it's gonna cost? If you saying it don't cost nothing, let's politic like that. But if it costs something, just tell me straight out. Don't play the games. That's where the problem come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay for this here. But if I can't afford it, I'm not. But if I paid, give it to me. If I didn't, we ain't tripping like that. But if you want to act like, oh, the people ain't messing with it, how you know you ain't played it? You know what I'm saying? So, don't trip with me, man.
Yeah, you know, I get that a lot. And with being a DJ is that people say, well, man, you know, you could be making money, but you're gonna burn the bridge, bro. Yeah. You know, with somebody at some point, if you just out here taking money. And that record, I'd rather rock with something that I like, man, than to be taking money for something I don't like. Because you represent me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you playing that garbage? Yeah, you know, kind of because he paying me, but I don't do that, man. If I don't like you, man, I don't like your music, man, I'm not gonna play it. I mean, that's just real. Why not be honest with it? You can get other ways that you can help each other out in the back door later in life, man. You know what I'm saying? I
think Common said that. He said a lot of y'all music too. I'm gonna say it. If I don't like it, I just don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I like that record. I made like other records you got, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? You know, everybody got different tastes. Yeah. Jennifer just is hot tonight, didn't she?
Well, throw away.
Yeah, that's an interesting avatar.
Yeah, she didn't used to like Hammer, I guess.
Well, you know, a lot of people didn't like Hammer. He came through loud. I'm like, what's wrong with my speaker? He was screaming. I'm like, what's going on? He's put on a hammer. I'm like, what?
Hey, who's turning his mother out?
Yeah. But see, he won me over with 357. He had to say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? He not to say nothing else. All right, I'm looking at all these videos in slow motion. Say, let me see. So Hammer, he did his thing though, you know, and quiet as it's kept. He the reason that Vanilla Ice blew up. People don't even speak on that. But I was close to the situation. Like right when Vanilla Ice became this mammoth, this huge person, I was going to jail. So I didn't get to participate in the blow up. I saw a lot of people.
How big is Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, Vanilla Ice. He
at one point he was huge.
He was huge. So huge that he would never have to work again in his life if he don't want to. But People don't remember. Yeah, they made a doll to this day. They made a doll. I don't know how well it sold. They made a Vanilla Ice doll. That. He had a cartoon. I don't know how far that went.
As on cartoon.
Yeah,
bro, was he already rich though? Is it true that he already had money before
he didn't have money? His family was affluent. They came from the suburbs. They was in Carrollton, which is like 20 minutes north of Dallas. Suburbs. They wasn't rich. It's just Dallas was so poor and everybody was selling crack, you know. So yeah, they doing all right. They rich to us, you know what I'm saying? He was all right, you know what I'm saying? But he was a huge deal. But again, that goes back to the way they branded it. They didn't say it outright, but they said it when they was promoting. He's the white version of MC Hammer. A lot of them said that. I heard this. This ain't nothing that I imagine. People like, yeah, he's the white MC Hammer. It's like a white kid, but he's MC Hammer. I'm like, no, he not. You know what I'm saying? Because Hammer actually could dance. Vanilla Ice did what he did, but he actually Hammer could dance. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point that Hammer was trying to battle James Brown and Michael Jackson with a dance contest. Hammer could dance. I mean,
back then you had all those executive white people in the music business trying to figure out how to market hip hop. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it had to be a nightmare. Back then, it's still going on, bro. What are you talking about?
Ain't it a little sprinkle, man? Don't they got some diversity up there in the music business? They have to now.
Man, we were just talking about the Jack Harlow's, and I swear, man, some of these people only get catapulted because of the color of their skin, because the talent is not there. I'm not hating on all of these people, but I'm just keeping it real, man. Some of these people, people even talked about that. Like, listen, I love Adele. I used to listen to Adele when nobody knew who she was. Yeah. She is good.
She started rolling in the deep.
Well, a lot of times, thank you, but a lot of times I think sometimes they put focus on these artists because they want to take your eyes away from black artists. They always have. They always have.
And Stephanie Mills actually spoke on that about R&B, how it took a white guy to bring R&B back. And I think, okay, where did R&B go? Because when Alan Thicke, Robin Thicke, I'm trying to think his son's name. Robin Thicke was the one Lost Without You and all this old stuff. People started embracing R&B or whatever. But hey, did y'all not know that Joe was still making albums? You know what I'm saying? Jaheim, Life Jennings. These people are still singing with no auto tunes. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't really checking for it.
Legend was making music. R&B ain't go nowhere. It just, it just ain't. People say it ain't what they like. That's because the mainstream R&B is all sex music. But I'm with you, man. R&B still there.
She was the only white girl at the station back then.
But okay,
and I'm not saying, and then how about this? I don't think
the extremist situations do not wipe out the majority of situations.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like now it's more agenda driven than it was back then. Back then, I mean, historically in America's pop culture, they've always been seeking a great white hope, period, in everything. They always try to find something white that's better than whatever's black that's dominating. Because in jazz, it was all black. Ragtime, my man with the syphilis, whatever his name was, Scott Joplin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I couldn't think his name. Scott Joplin. I mean, jazz was black. It was actually short for jackass music for black people. It was shit black people did. If you Google jazz music 2022 right now, nothing but your white people come up. Boney James and all these people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, I don't listen to Boney James. That's to say, what happened in IG? What happened to all the other people that were black that was doing it? Blues been black forever. And BB is going to forever be the king of blues. But if you Google blues right now, a bunch of unheard of white people and my dude from Austin, Stevie Ray Vaughan, going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now rap is following suit. It's been black forever. Now they trying to rewrite history and say, well, it was white kids there in the beginning. You a damn lie. I was there. I know it wasn't no damn white kids there in the beginning. You made that up.
They ain't gonna be able to whitewash the rap, man.
Wait, man. You mean that means you don't like the Island Boys?
What the fuck, man? Look. You got a gunshot sound over there. I mean, that's a living stereotype, man. What the hell?
That is the perfect example of what you talking right.
A caricature, man.
That is not working out for them, is it?
I mean, they're supposed to be boxing somebody. Wasn't a celebrity boxing? They were supposed to get beat up by somebody or whatever.
And they got followers on TikTok. I know they got hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok.
And that's the thing. It's all for clout. It ain't got nothing to do with talent, like y'all was saying, man. And rap is doing it now, man. Because we can take it back 15 years ago. Rap was still black, man. Now they brought in. It ain't they bringing in white people, because these white people have talent. They bringing in white people so they can take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Jack Harlow ain't that dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
G-Eazy, some of these people. And look, I'm not hating on these guys. I don't think Justin
G-Eazy white.
Yeah, he white.
Come on, man. He is white.
He say it ain't safe for the black or the white girl. Come on,
right.
Looking like dude from Sha-Na-Na. Wearing his leather coats. And I'm not hating. I don't think Justin Timberlake wakes up and says, I want to disenfranchise black people from black music. But he gets used to do it, and he makes money.
He's part of
Action Bronson.
So there you go. Come on, man.
You know why he was brought in? He was there to get rid of Ghost. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of Ghost.
Ghostface want to touch him up right quick.
And he got smacked down for that too, didn't he? Ghostface had a conversation with Mr. Action Bronson.
Yeah, right.
I think some of the guys from the nation, because Tony Stark is he's a 5%er.
5% of Nation of the Gods on Earth. Yeah.
The Nation of the Gods on Earth had some words with Mr. Bronson, and he talking about that I'm better than Ghost crap.
He got
bro.
Hold on, what did he say, bro?
He went around. He was on interviews talking about, I'm better than that guy, better than Ghostface. No,
he sound like me and all that crap, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he should have said that.
Even though everybody know he came in the game riding the coattails of Ghostface, man. You know what I'm saying?
Coattails of a legend.
That'll be like saying Cisco never sounded like KC from Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because when Drew Hill first came out, I said, "Damn, what happened? They turned gay on me." I thought that was I thought that was Jodeci. I was like, "What's happening?" Drew Hill. I thought
KC didn't dye his hair blonde. What the?
I didn't know what was going on. But they was jamming. And that's another thing, because they bringing that in here now, because you got your Saucy Santanas and all kind of the Big Frida and them. Big Frida been doing that thing in Louisiana for decades, so that ain't new. Everybody in Louisiana know about him. But the Saucy Santana and all this other obviously
Lil Nas X and
and it's some dudes. They got a song called
I see that dude before.
Yeah, he Lil Nas X. He lap dancing on the devil, and he just extra gay.
It's like, yo, man, this is in your face. Like nobody just make music, bro. Can you just make some music? What is all this extra stuff? I feel you on that, like, man.
Rappers. Like a lot of rap historically been black men, it's male dominated and it's black dominated. So it's been black men, and we've been perceived as masculine, tough, macho, cool, all that. So what they doing is the exact opposite. They making us feminine, they making us soft, they making us scary, they making us pansies, they making us afraid. All this. That's what they doing.
We're understanding now. That's the new it's understanding depression, emo rap music. That's the new stuff now, bro.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Trying to get canceled. You trying to get canceled for this?
You don't get canceled, man. You better switch
sides, bro. They can't cancel me. I'm not even on. You gotta cancel somebody that's doing something.
Bring these people in who's embracing these people. We invite them to.
Yep. Black people. Well, I ain't gonna say black people across the board. I'm gonna say black people with an agenda of their own. Because it was Dr. Dre that co-signed Eminem. But when Dr. Dre did that, look at what he was. He was destitute. He jumped off the porch, left Death Row, started Aftermath, and it wasn't working. Because he had been there, done that, and it flopped. People was like, damn, what's up with Dr. Dre? It wasn't working. He saw the white boy in the source and said, hey, man, I can get a white boy, and everything I touch is gold. Word to JJ Fad, I'm gonna make this happen. And he got the white boy, and he took off. So it's always black people with an agenda of their own that co-sign these people. And sometimes it's black people who just stupid. Because like anybody that's black that co-sign Stitches, which is the white boy that used the N-word, you need to be lined up and dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Or the black people that get into cosplay and dress up like a slave with their white significant other. You know, those type of people. That's it. Nah,
that's freaky.
That's some you need to be dealt with. Back throw a stone at you.
Huh? I read a whole thing about that, and that blew me away. Talking about this, what were they talking about? It like racial role play or something? Yeah. And I was like, "That's a thing."
Yeah, costume play.
I don't think that's okay, but I guess if that gets some people off or whatever, but I don't know.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them out here, man. And see what's a trip, because like I speak on this type of stuff in some of my songs, but it's like you gotta slide the medicine in the middle of the food instead of just giving them the medicine straight out. So I speak on this type of stuff, but a lot of the songs that draw people into my stuff is the booty stuff. They be like, oh, because they see the videos. I got women, it's booty everywhere, and I'm acting a fool with it. And they're like, yeah, this dude, yes. But if you listen to the album, it's gonna catch you because I take off my Luther Camel and I put on my KRS-One. I'm the teacher. I'm showing you what's going on.
Yeah, let's play this song, man.
Which song is that?
Let's play the 101, man, with Yugmouth. Man, I was gonna ask you how'd you hook up with Yugmouth? Because Yugmouth in Oakland, right?
Yeah, he out there in Cali. As a matter of fact, right now he ain't in Oakland. He in like LA. They got a show they doing. Laylaw and them from Above the Law. They got a studio situated over there in Cali, and they let people do podcasts out of there. They got Jugmouth up there, Corey Holcomb, the comedian, and them. There's a lot of people that come through there and do their thing. So yeah, he over there doing his thing. But this happened with a producer, the producer. I never could pronounce his name. Anno Domini. I think that's how you pronounce it. Whatever. But I told him I can't pronounce that stuff. Yeah, but he making these hot tracks, and he was like, hey man, I can get you on the track with Yuck. I like, we'll do it. He ran the play and we did it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't expect Yuck to be coming like that. I was expecting more West Coast. So he was actually rapping. I said, well, I'm gonna rap then, you know, and get on that level. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we with it doing our thing on that.
Okay. Those that don't know who Yugmouth is, because you do have people. He was part of the Loonies.
What?
No.
I got 5 on it.
Right. Yeah.
I got 4 Alaskan keys.
Yeah, like,
I got 5 on it. Smoking in that. Come on, man. That's a classic. They just played that in the Scary Movie. What was that? Us, them, or something?
Yeah. I love how they slowed it down, and it really is spooky as hell if you slow it down.
I like that.
Yeah. I love that. I love it. Yeah, that's dope.
All right, let's check it out, y'all.
Yuck up in this motherfucker. Regime life, niggas, let's get it, baby. Zilla, I spit hot fire like Dylon. You can mob deep and I'm still beefing like Saigon. The icon, cooler than LL with the mic on. My right arm, I spit explosions like a pipe bomb. You haters better let bygones be bygones. I choke you to death like a python. Don't fuck with me, just run it up with me. I catch this $150 cheek to cheek. I tell my shooters when to go like kick the snake. Sheesh, chopper spraying like an airbrush. The scene could get real fucked up like easy haircut. Don't come near us, I can only compare Yuck to the goats. Pop Biggie Nas and Drake, Kendrick and Cole. Andre 3 triple low, not the head of my class, but still I'm on a roll. One of the last rappers left that still ain't sold his soul. Although I keep on moving like soda soul. Yo, what you see is the Holy Ghost and the Holy Grail. Roller L screaming up some culture and go Chappelle. What you see is the Holy Ghost and the Holy Grail. Roller L up some culture. Go Chappelle.
They catch your nails, they not equipped to excel. They some accidental speak when they mama was hot as hell. I failed to understand why they gassing these lanes up. Memory card is on the escalator, stepping the game up. Updated the Google vision and watching them switch sides. I'm better than all these fellas, whoever you ride. Your favorite rapper's a clown, look suspect when he dance. Booty out, letting it breathe in them blood pressure pants. Energy splendiferous, anti-magnanimous. Guilt with 5 bonus, so I'ma run it like cannabis. The cancel culture and folks just swooping down. No repenting for authentic, I'm in it until the last round. The champion with the trophies, a lot of the ladies know me. Mainly cause this thing be harder than brick adobe. If you're listening closely, you recognize the poetry. First name is Billy, can't disguise the dope me. They quoting me, but hopefully they see what they supposed to see. An iconic, one tonic, South Dallas, and OG. Go and see see you clap to this. If I tap my fist up against your jaw, broken glass gon' wrap my wrist. I'm hazardous to your health when your haters blocking. Mushing the yeah, your sister with your mama watching. Got you squashing beef between your teeth. Even though you're claiming vegetarian and run from me, still I'm down the throat when I'm hitting notes. Or try to fix this society and broke your baby mamas due to my freakism. Now don't get mad, I'm tapping that if I'm creeping with them. Steeped in venom, the snakes are out. What the they got Byron Love Luv on the track with yup. So I get loonier than a tune with it. Hookless bars salivating, coming soon to spit it. Back to the basics, this is where it come from. Call it rapping or hip hop 101. Back to the basics, this is where it come from. Call it rapping or hip hop 101.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
God. Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hot fire. Just spit the hot fire.
Some balls right
I
there.
like that.
Spit like you was angry there. Like you got something to prove, didn't you?
Yeah.
Over y'all.
Match that intensity, you know. Say the memory card on the stairs. I'm stepping the game up. You know what I'm saying? So we was on that. You know. Yeah,
You do not sound like a Houston rapper, bro. You do not.
Well, you know, down Dallas and Houston or whatever. It's some people who
Dallas.
I'm Dallas. It's people that's trying to rap for real, and I like to see them move more to the forefront, but I don't see that until it's another shift because you know the music shift every few 3 or 4 years or whatever. When that happens again, maybe they'll put more focus on that because we got to give thanks to the Kendricks and the J. Cole's and stuff because people do appreciate real lyrics. It's just they're not getting enough of it, you know. So, you know, because even the baby, people say what they want to say. I feel like if he was putting that realm, the baby, he can rap, man.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah, because I mean, I did take him serious because it's like all this current crop of people. I'm like, it's all the same. But when I heard him on a J. Cole song, I was like, hold on, man, why is he on here? And he was in there with the rest of them. I'm like, okay, then. So ever since then, I've been checking for the baby, man. He got something, you know.
I was mess people up too. It be so much gimmick rap out here. Everybody just copying everybody.
Yeah,
man, I ain't listening to this cat, man. And sometimes you pass up artists, man.
Yep.
Spotify, we find lots of artists though, man. They make them playlists. I just go through them. Like, man, who is this guy? Who is this person? Then I see what else they got. Like, okay, they've been making music for a minute, or they just started or whatever.
Yeah, I do that, and sometimes SoundCloud, because you know, those are the people who don't have the resources to get that reach to get the music further, you know, and whatnot. But they got good stuff, you know, because you know, I feel them. I understand because I can't pay like some of the insane stuff that's happening with the DJs. With the you give me $500 and I'm gonna make sure you get 3 spins this month. They have what?
Wow,
$500 for 3 spins. I'm not even gonna make my money back on ASCAP with that. What are you talking about? 3 spins? They're like, oh, you just got to give me another 5. I ain't giving you another. I need to meet you, partner. That's what I need to do. Let me see. Let's talk. Yeah, face to face.
What do you think about? What do you think about the streaming services like Spotify and all those? Do you think it's good or bad for music?
It's both, and they know they raping people, and as long as they can get away with it, they will. It's until we catch up with them and how they doing their thing that we'll be able to change something. Because Jay-Z gave us Tidal, and nobody embraced it, and he didn't get the love that he thought he'd get.
That's all artists need. They need their own app, so you can only listen to me through my app.
But
just
see,
like that.
Since Jay-Z didn't get that kind of love, he just went the way that the rest of them did and said, well, let's just keep it business as usual. But at first, he was trying to make it a thing for the artists, and everybody was like, nah, man, nah. And I'm like, hey, whatever, man. You know, I'm trying to get whatever, but nah, they didn't do that. But India Irie was out a little while ago talking about that, how they don't pay nobody money. And it becomes an issue when you see people like the Joe Rogans making these millions of dollars, but you got artists making pennies on the dollar. That's when it becomes a real issue.
Said that.
Yeah,
they get paid. I'm like, Meek Mill, they still getting artists like that with messed up deals. Yeah, man.
And that's a problem. That's a real problem, because if you look at it, like all of us, right? Well, with the exception, obviously, of the one DJ that's amongst us. Of course, he gonna get music from everywhere. But the rest of us, we get our music off of an app somewhere, YouTube or some type, but it's streaming. We not buying the physical merchandise. We're not buying no CD. We're not buying nothing. Most of them not even downloading. We streaming it from somewhere. So the people that's making the money is the people controlling the streaming. YouTube, StreamYard, Spotify, all these places. They the ones making the money and giving you a couple of cents on the dollar or whatever. What happened to, hey man, buy my CD for $10 and all $10 go in my pocket? No, it's go stream that one song, or better yet, stream the whole album and give me 7 cents. What?
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, and artists can get it done themselves. They need their own apps. Like, man, you can only listen to me as an artist and my music through my app. But you can give people extra stuff with it. Content they can't get through Spotify and stuff. Like, I got some music on Spotify and all this other stuff, so y'all can find out who I am. But you want to listen to these albums that I made, man, you can only purchase my album through the app. And you can't download it, you can't copy it, none of that stuff. You gotta listen to it through that app or whatever.
Well, for the record, for whoever's listening, tuning in or whatever, my app is DTR TV. It's available on everything, on Roku, on the Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, whatever.
Just like that.
On your Android, your Apple device, iPhone, whatever. And that's a TV station. It's a whole TV network. So it's not, it's just my music. It's a TV station. So you'll go there and you'll see some plays. You'll see Dr. Sebi. You will see videos. You'll see cartoons. You'll see movies, some exclusive series, everything. It's a whole TV network. DTR television. So it's DTR TV or DTR television. Google it. And if you see the black fist, red, black, and green, that's it. That's it right there.
Hey, you might have to get us on there somehow.
Yeah, no doubt.
You used to do radio, right? Internet radio.
Yeah, I used to do. I did it more than once. So I think when I first started, it was a thing called what was it? What was it called? First Amendment Radio. First Amendment Radio.
Yeah, First Amendment Radio.
Wow. And we had Byron Love Luv and the A1 show, which was something, man, because we changed the game. We were doing it before this whole blog talk and fishbowl radio took off and all that. We were doing it, and it was kind of like, what can I compare it to? It was like a talk show, but it was on radio. Like, I bring in the guests and we'll talk about whatever we talk about, and I played the music, but we would speak on topics and whatnot, and it was uncut. And that was the good thing, because since it wasn't fishbowl and all this other stuff, we said what we wanted to, and it was nobody to gauge nothing. Hey man, damn your feelings. I wasn't trying to tread lightly, gingerly. I said what I felt like saying, and people they embrace that. They love that. They're like, yeah, he gonna tell us the real. I'm gonna tell you the real stuff. This is what's happening. And what really kind of took it to that next level when we were doing that time. What was this? Who was the brother? It was I can't think of the name of the brother. It was some brother that these white dudes got at a gas station, and they drug him. They drug him. I can't think his name. I want to say it was Michael something or whatever. But it was a big deal when we covered that, because we got the governor and we got everybody involved, and I had a lot of information and all that. So yeah, I was deep with it. So the end result was, of course, I want people to hear my music, but I was more of a community activist than just a dude playing songs and stuff.
Hey, this app is sweet.
Wow, I like that. Yeah.
Man. Oh yeah.
Man,
trying to see how I can be out a link in the comments. I don't see how. I think I got a lot.
Oh, it's it. Yeah,
okay.
We see it.
Yeah, y'all might want to share it. I think that's a private chat or whatever, because I'm not logged in or whatever. Yeah, but because DTR, man, yeah, we got stuff on there. Like, matter of fact, it's a show on DTR called Lit, and it's the dude that's kind of like a Dallas music historian. He's interviewing everybody of substance in the city. I'm on there too. And he sits and interviews them, and he gives. If you ever want to know some history about Dallas, he got it on DTR TV. He going in. Yeah, he doing his thing in there. So yeah, but yeah, I don't really know how many songs y'all got of mine, man, so I can tell you the story behind them. Because 101, that's some lyrical stuff. I'm really hoping y'all got some of my Luke type stuff over there. But then again, y'all
got the whole lot of movies.
Well, world's opinion, that's powerful too. Whole lot of booty, that's more like my Luke stuff. But I'll say this about world's opinion. Charlie Boy, y'all remember? I on my mama, on my hood. I look at it. That's me and him. Yeah, we doing that, and it's a cartoon video or whatever because I wanted to do something different with the video, but it's basically speaking on the fact that the state of the world is a police state, and right now it don't matter what you do, the world's opinion, man, and proof of that is just how when the virus came, and I don't want to say too much because I know about the algorithm, but when that happened, they start freezing all of a sudden, or they take it down. Yeah, but when that happened, basically they said go inside, and we were like no. They said go inside, and that was the end of that. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they tell you what to do, when to do, and how to do it, and ain't nothing you're gonna do about it because the world is the pen. It's the police state, but of course, I'm talking about prison too. You know, because mass incarceration is real. You know, and as usual, black men lead to statistics and all the stuff that's negative. So you know, we addressing that. You know, and you know that's something. And like I say, I always got to give them that kind of medicine, but I also give them the candy so that they can take the medicine, because that's what Whole Lot of Booty is. Whole Lot of Booty. I like to tell people that's a love song because it is, you know.
I feel it. I have love for the booty as well.
Yeah, I mean, and unapologetically so, because you know people feel like it's something wrong with you. See, because like that what was that? It was some chick in the gym who act like a dude did something wrong for looking at her. First of all, he wasn't looking at her, but if he was, I'm a man, and it worked down here. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's what I'm talking about.
It's like it's a sin for men to be attracted to women.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna look at you. Oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous now. Women is making it almost impossible for men to like them. Like, come on, man, you can't even look at you, girl.
Man, ever since Ving Rhames brought that Me Too movement to the forefront, then everybody, well. that wasn't Ving Rhames. It was Tarana Burks or whatever, but she looked like Ving Rhames.
We all knew who you were referring to. That's the sad part.
But when she brought the Me Too movement to the forefront, it changed the game. Dudes can't holler at a woman no more. I'm a man. I don't care who you tell or what you're talking about. Go talk to the people. Yeah. I think you got a fat booty. It's nice. I would like to squeeze it, but I'm not going to unless you invite me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna let you know. You look good. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he was inappropriate. He was creepy. I had a lot of blood flowing down south, and that's what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know? Right, let's play that for those that don't know. Whole lot of booty.
Yeah.
Whole lot of booty.
She got a whole lot of booty. 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 Got a whole lot of booty.
I got a whole lot of booty in his fat. Every time we fuck, I like it hit from the back. Bounce that ass, watch it clap back. He like it when I wiggle and it jiggle and it tastes just like some Skittles. For the ballers with the money, ain't no booty shaky till he throw them once. He call me Judy, heard his juicy, wanna squeeze. Let's make a move. He like them girls with them big old ghetto booties with the piercing on their coochies, right cheek, left cheek, slow motion for them. Let's get it groovy, baby. I came to have some fun. Watch me throw this ass in a circle, make it rain. Whole lot of one. I'ma bust it wide open on my tiptoes, bend it over real slow. Watch me do this tongue roll. Brown skin, pretty tongue. Got this ass sitting on the throne. Bubble butt, bubble yum. You can come and get you some. Whole lot of booty on this kid. Yeah, that's a whole lot of booty.
She got a whole lot of booty. 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 Got a whole lot of booty.
I like to see you
shake it, make it wiggle like a freak. I do that thing that you do with the left and right cheek. Make it speak, it can talk. When you walk, I'll make it clap. Let me hit it from the back and pull your hair and grab and slap. Get you off inside the shower, seen you sent me younger message. When it's wet, you can bet I'm all up in it trying to stretch. That's a blessing, everybody ain't just got it like that. They might have a little booty, is it fine, is it fat? I know some girls are wide and fat, I know some girls are small and thick. They say love is a house, I need a house that's made of brick. Don't apologize for thighs that be making the nature rise. If the booty good and fat, then we ain't tripping about the size. Some of these people go and buy it cause it wouldn't come up on his own. Denied, I love fat ass cause I'm grown. No scale can weigh or maintain all that ass that you got. You got a whole lot of booty, that's a lot. She got a whole lot of booty. 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 I do the booty walk, booty walk, booty walk, the booty walk, booty walk, booty walk, the booty walk, booty walk, booty walk, the booty walk, booty walk, booty walk. Now make that booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake. Make that booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake.
Yeah, got a whole lot of booty. I got a whole lot of booty. Whole lot of booty.
Yo, whole lot of booty by Byron Love Luv. There you go, people.
Yeah, it's a preponderance of bass, a lot of bass on it. Yeah.
So it looks like you make no reservations about admiring the female form, which you know I sure enough agree with that, sir. I sure enough agree.
Yeah, I mean, because I take it all the way back to Sarah Bartman, man. You know, black women.
Wow. Okay.
Black women had the fat booty for centuries, man, and we've always appreciated it and respected it, and it was never denigrated, and it was never used for cash transactions back then. So we didn't do no tripping because you know a nation can rise no higher than its woman. So we wasn't putting them down and saying because you have a fat booty, you a slut, you a we wasn't doing all that. We upheld her. We knew what it was. We appreciated. We made statues that look like them with the fat booty and stuff. We were like, hey, I like it. Yeah. And then something happened to where some other people told us, hey, this ain't what's up. And we agreed and said, you know what? This ain't what's up. Let's start looking outside of this and looking at other stuff. And that's what we started doing. And we got away from it. And now, you know, you got fellas who like fellas booty. And, you know, you got fellas who like, you know, color booties. They like booties that ain't real. They like booties that's flat. I ain't with none of that. You know, I like the original booty of the original Eve. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Unapologetically so. You know. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It is different now. It's much different. Life is all different, bro. You scared to turn the TV on. You like, man, what they gonna ruin next?
Yeah. Man. Every show you like, they got it in there, don't they?
Oh man, I'm like, you be enjoying it, and you be like, man, I'll be so happy to make it through the show. I'm like, okay, they had some in there, but it was real brief. I watched Doctor Strange the other day. I think they avoided it all the way till they talked about the main character's parents. I was like, okay, they put it in there, but they ain't making this huge thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool.
It don't have to be that long though. Just okay. Just go. Why we gotta make it this big? Just that's where they are. Let's go on.
They put the microscope on it. Like we get it. They're gay and
that's like come on. The Tyler Perry sisters and that P Valley stuff. Like these are two shows that people would like to watch, but come on, man. At some point, you come on, dog. I mean, because the Uncle Clifford stuff ain't real. We all go to strip clubs. Ain't no dude, no house mom. Y'all made that up. You know what I'm saying? Because normally the dude that's over the strippers is a ex-stripper who ain't shaking that no more, who know the game. It ain't no dude, man. Come on, dog. Because what they doing, they easing him in there to where he getting naked. And they finna start having dudes shaking because it was some gay dudes on the other episode trying out for as new strippers, and then the Uncle Clifford dude was naked shaking on the. I'm like, I don't know how much. I don't know if I can watch this at this point, man, because I'm a man. I want to see some women naked. I want to see these dudes. Man.
That's one of the reasons they got me to the show. I was like, okay, Uncle Clifford weird, but they got naked women on their show. Cool, man. You get deeper into the show, you like, all right. I'm done with season 1, man. I'm not going back.
I can't even watch it because of that whole thing.
I was like, man, they go make this whole show about.
And then they got the rap dude. He's so tough, Lil Murder. But he getting booty with Uncle Clifford. Come on, man. Come on out.
And it's interesting too how it's interesting how Tyler Perry's whole crowd and demographic is like that church-going black demographic. Yeah. And my mom is one of them. And I always ask her, how are you parceling the fact that here's a man who puts on dress in a heartbeat, who shines a light on all this gay type of activity that he claims is going on in your black church? Yeah. That you all are fine with that? It's no big deal. I mean, I'm just asking. Yeah. You know, and my mom never really wants to talk about it. But
it's not a lot of base. All of it is baseless. It's not something that they can point to with a real foundation to justify that madness, because it's like they don't even have a history, so they latch on to black history. Everything, because they talking about we aggrieved and we being oppressed by who? Ain't nobody did none of y'all. Ain't nobody ever tried to take that out your mouth or whatever. That's y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever hung you because you was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They made that up. So everything they talking about, they've been aggrieved. Now they always latch on to black people, talking about, well, black people and people of color. Damn all that. I'm for black people. Everybody else, y'all gotta fight your own battle. I'm not fighting no battle for them alphabets. I'm not fighting no battle for people of color. I don't care nothing about none of that. I care about black people. I'm one of them. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Black nationalists.
Everybody else is focused on their group. Like LULAC is for the Latino, whatever. The Asian, all of them, they got their own thing. But when it comes down to black, they want you to be down with everybody. People of color, no, man.
There ain't nobody down with us. The only time people down with us is so they can get them likes up on that video.
Exactly.
Oh, black, somebody got shot. Let me get my Black Lives Matter hat.
That's what it's about. And it's the same thing with the music. Like they were saying in the comments earlier about white people growing up listening to the music and liking it or whatever. That's cool, but the line gets crossed when it becomes culture vulture versus somebody who just liked the music. Because Hall and Oates grew up liking the music, and they were great performers, period, who happened to be white. They never did culture vulture activity. Hall and Oates, you understand me? But then you get somebody like, what's my dude? Roll With It, baby. What's his name? Roll With It. Steve Winwood, the Steve Winwood band. Roll With It, baby. They stole everything from Junior Walker and the All Stars, and then denied it on some my dude that stole from Ghostface. They did it just like Action Bronson, talking about, no, they came up with this on their own. No, you didn't. You stole it from Junior Walker and the All Stars and Booker T and the MGs. Come on, man. This is black stuff, and give us the credit that we got for it. You know what I'm saying? See, Hall and Oates, they are a perfect example of that. They were great artists, but it didn't matter that they was white. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you come in the game on some, I'm white doing your black stuff. No, man, just do the stuff that you do. Because initially, black people embraced Madonna. People we seem to have forgotten, but we embraced Madonna at first. You know,
I love Madonna. Now I still like Madonna.
Madonna's not white though. Madonna's not white though.
Do you like a new BBL though?
She's Hispanic, bro.
I mean,
he said, "Yo,
yeah, she ain't blonde. Her hair is black, bro. Her name is what is her name?
I forgot her real name.
Yeah, she's Mexican or something. She's not white.
I didn't know that. I always thought Madonna was white.
Well, I know she got a BBL that say she needs to research her surgeons first before she do it, because it looked like she got bricks back there. It don't look right at all, man. She like 6'3" or something too. She old with it, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that she got them little kids coming up on the other side of the fence, putting them in dresses and all that old type stuff. But that's a whole nother thing. But that goes back to what I was saying about the music, with the people using black people for the energy and getting what they want and then burning off, going to do something different. I mean, and people say, well, that's just growth. You don't want to be rapping forever. Yeah, that's cool. But no, that's not what it is, man. You know, and it got to the point where we bought into it, so now we believe it, and we become second tier subconscious gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? And we prevent others from doing something that they got talent at doing because we believing in his ideology or whatever.
As long as that person is successful, people normally are just okay with it. Like, but they were successful with it. Yeah, but they don't care if they stole it or they mimic stuff. Like I'm an artist, but when I see an artist that just copying somebody else's work, you don't pat them on the back like, hey, that's cool, but you just copying somebody else's work, man. Where's your work at? Where's your characters that you design? Hey, man, I've seen this character 1,000 times, bro.
They do say good artists borrow, great artists steal. That's what they say. Good
I don't know what Jay-Z
borrow, great artists steal.
Oh yeah, Jay-Z.
What is Jay-Z? Because people can say they want to say he took a whole lot of
all those verses.
Man, we can take all the Biggie verses Jay-Z did for that whole album.
Cameron and exposed him, man. I was like, dang, man, Cameron pulled out so much stuff on Jay-Z. I'm like, dang, man, ain't just bars. Like, I can understand you take a bar here, a bar there. I'm like, dang, that's a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was on something slick when he did Me and My Girlfriend with Beyonce. I was like, dude, this dude, when he was breathing, he couldn't stand you. And you take his whole song. What's really happening right here, man? You know what I'm saying? I could see if Nas would have did it, but you did it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I mean, but it is what it is. It's like a tainted vision of people looking at this because it's people now that wasn't born. They didn't come of age with rap, so they don't know what it used to be. They don't know that it used to be good. So all they know is this. For them, rap started at the end of the crunk era. And I'm like, nah, it was stuff here before 2005, man. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, old school is from the windows to the walls. I'm like, yeah, it was something.
No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
Yeah, it was stuff happening before
that's
that.
Old school now.
That's old school, man. Because keep in mind, that was 2005. We in 2022. That's been a minute. That's been a minute.
That's classic. No, they call the beginning, the late 80s. They call the 80s hip hop and early 90s classic.
What, the golden era and all that?
Yeah, they call it classic hip hop.
Yeah, it kind of is because that's when rap took form, when it went from to people who had some lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because Curtis Blow, I gotta give him his credit because he's the first one to go gold with anything, you know, with that Christmas rapping. But when LL came, all that changed. Because
I heard LL held down the Rock for a minute, man. He's that dude for a long time.
He was on Def Jam. He was on. Or I think is LL. He may still even be on Def Jam. I think he's the longest running artist on Def Jam.
Yeah, he signed to Def Jam, didn't he?
Yeah, he the one that started Def Jam. When Def Jam started, the first artist was LL Cool J. When he dropped a single called "I Need a Beat," he was 16. You know what I'm saying? And
I heard he was
somewhere.
He is a beast on the track, though, man.
LL was when people get to talk about that GOAT stuff. I don't see how they leave LL out when they talking about.
Yeah, they never bring up LL. I heard he was the one who brought like that the EO evolved rap.
Well, see, LL is the person that created the phrase GOAT. He the one that said GOAT. That's him, greatest of all time. Cool J created that phrase, and they don't even call him that. I'm like, that he is, because before him there was none. It ain't been nobody like him since him. It's a lot of them that sounded like him, because Cool C and MC Shan and them. They, you know, there's some people that sounded like LL, but they wasn't LL, you know, at all.
LL also was responsible for the rapping, R&B. Man.
Yeah, because it wasn't nobody doing that before that. I Need Love. Nobody even thought to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, before I Need Love, I think, hell, I can't think of no song that was.
Shan did one
after that though. Yeah, he did that. She ran with another man, left me lonely. With TJ Clark on the hook. Yeah. Girl, I love you. Yeah, I remember all that. Yeah. She wrote lipstick on the mirror. She left him. Yeah. Shan had a drug problem though, so he couldn't maintain his thing back then. He was
no doubt.
And then KRS-One, he just kind of exploited the drug thing. Like
destroyed his career.
Yeah. I mean, but if it wasn't for Shan, there'd be no KRS-One. Because you know, people, I don't know if people ever heard that early KRS-One when he took it to Mr. Magic. That stuff was garbage. He wasn't rapping nothing like this BDP stuff. KRS-One and them was whack, man. I mean, I got somewhere. I gotta find it. It was
really?
a single. It might be something we can find on YouTube or whatever, but KRS-One, Mr. Magic, Rap Attack, whatever. But they took it up there, and I see why Magic threw the record back. It was terrible, man. They was rapping like them after school specials when they get the white people rapping. But they walking up the street, rocking to the beat, and it was terrible. I was like, man, that's Chris. That was whack, man. And that's what started the whole thing. They got mad, so they said, okay, then forget all that. The bridge is over, and then they went to Red Alert.
Came back strong, huh?
Here go BDP, man. Who's that dude with the big nose? They was jamming. You know what I'm saying? It's been going down. I mean, that's one of them dudes, and I'm one of them dudes to down here to Dallas. Like I say, they just now admitting it or whatever. I feel more like Grandmaster Caz down here because it's like everybody know the story and they know about it, but they don't give it no shine. Like it ain't nobody in none of the boroughs who don't know the story of Grandmaster Caz, but Grandmaster Caz ain't being featured on nobody's album. Y'all ain't giving him no money. Y'all ain't chunking him a jug. Y'all ain't doing nothing for him. Y'all know he was the reason that Hotel Motel, what's the name of the song? Rapper's Delight jumped off in the first place. But what? And then what's his name? Jay-Z say, I'm overcharging them for what they did to Cold Crush. Okay, you gonna give Grandmaster Caz some of that money?
Right.
What you doing? No.
You know what I'm saying?
So have a good point. He wasn't gonna split none of that money with Grandmaster Caz.
Yeah, so it's just and it's the same thing here. It's like people they starting to show, yeah, he did it. I know. Okay, go download my app. That's what you do for me. You know what I'm saying? And show me some support. I'm moving in this direction. I'm doing something else because I continue to rap thing because that's who the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I cut her, how you gonna tell me to stop? My time is past. No. If I ain't got the shakies, the Muhammad Ali, what was that? Yeah. If I'm saying if I ain't got that, I ain't gonna stop cutting your hair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still raw business with this microphone. So I'm not gonna stop until I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So many of my videos and all that stuff, all that's on DTR. It's a lot of obviously a lot of pro-black information on there, but you got comedy on there, man. You got stand-up comedy, you got sitcoms, it's some of everything on there, and it's free.
Shows, everything. Yeah. They got mad videos on there. I'm like, dang. Ain't just 1 or 2 videos, man. It's like hundreds of videos, bro.
Yeah, it's going down. So that's what I want people to gravitate to. I mean, because my music is available everywhere. Wherever music is, I'm there. Just Google Byron Love Luv. And I tell people, listen to my whole album. Don't just listen to that one song you heard about, because you're going to hear something that you wasn't ready for. Listen to the whole thing, because I got stuff on there. I make albums. I don't just do it like they do now. Make that 2-minute one song. No, I'm not gonna do
intro songs or outro songs. I'm like, man, what part of the album where you gonna put this on, bro?
As soon as you get into it, it's going off. I'm like, wait a minute, what I just heard?
Then you hear the volume going down. Like, hold up, man, it's just started.
I ain't with it. And I think that's because today most people got that short attention span, so they just try to get in and maximize it.
ADHD.
They taking drugs. When they a baby, they taking all them drugs. What's the dude? Dr. Umar, he say ADHD ain't no daddy at home. That's what that is. You know what that's what that is.
They pass out if they heard Parliament, man.
Oh, man. them songs was a month long. The original Flashlight was 12 minutes. You know
right.
Because they end it and then they bring it back. They say, everybody's got a little light under the sun. Oh, they bring it back. I said, they ain't finished. Oh, yeah. And Too Short was doing that. Because when Too Short came out, he had them 8-minute songs, too. Because Freaky Tale by itself is 10 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I said, how many of them did you
know? But I feel so well. Yeah.
I didn't know how many of them he met because he kept meeting them. I met this.
Cuss words too, bro. I was like, damn, he didn't create his own cuss words.
Yeah.
I remember the game had this he did on 50 Cent and his crew.
300 balls and running.
Man.
That's what I got respect for the game right there, because he was rapping
me
on that
too.
song.
I like the game, but when that 300 bars dropped,
he was rapping on that song right
this
there.
This cat spitting, man.
And he was switching up with each one of the little tracks, like jacking for beats. He was doing his thing on that.
Oh yes, it felt like old hip hop, man. It felt so good.
I mean, and I missed that. I don't know what he on right now with that. He won a versus with Eminem, all that type of stuff. I don't know what kind of energy that is, but
it's like energy. Everything is like energy from here on out, man.
Yeah.
Like everything is set up for likes all the way. Nothing genuine. Everything is like how we get in the hit that like and subscribe. But everybody sound like broken record.
Yeah.
Make sure, like we never do that. Hey, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
Bro.
Hey man, if you like it, like it.
Yeah, they know what the button where the buttons is. They know how YouTube work, man.
I feel like if you want this kind of stuff, you're gonna keep looking for me, then you'll get tired of looking for me and you'll just subscribe.
Exactly. Like everybody knows how to do that. Come on.
Yeah. I got demonetized on YouTube some years ago, so I've been stopped giving it. I don't care, whatever. Like whatever I put up is whatever, Like right now on, you find the Byron Love Luv YouTube page, you'll see something about this dude that was wrongly convicted. They called him the Uptown serial rapist, and it's a problem because just by hearing that in the news, you automatically assume, okay, he shouldn't have been raping people. Wait a minute. You heard serial rapist, you think, well, it was more than one, so he had to do it. Everybody can't be lying. As a black person who's been through the so-called justice system, you know how it works when you don't have money. You ain't got no lawyer. When you ain't got no lawyer, you get what they give you. When you get what they give you, you get wrongly convicted. That's what's going on with this dude, man. He didn't have no lawyer that was worth nothing. Dude railroading him, sent him down there. You get a life sentence. Come on, man. How you get a life sentence for because basically what was happening, he was buying hookers, but he wasn't paying them. He was shortchanging them. You know what I'm saying? So they called the police. You know what I'm saying? So
and
it's like
hanged up on him and lied on him.
And that's exactly what happened. Like, I'm gonna charge you $500. He show up, he gonna get it in, he do his thing, and say, I ain't got nothing but $150. What's up with it? She's like, nah, you better run me the rest of my money. Should have had a pimp, and he gone. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's the realest. That's the realest one. Like, where's your pimp at?
That's hilarious. That's like a comedy.
They trying to take the man out of every equation, and that's the problem. Women can do it all. No, you can't. They trying to have babies without the man. I just go to the sperm bank. Okay, I'm gonna get out here and loose footed and sell this here by myself without a pimp. No, you can't. I'm just gonna raise the son by myself without no daddy, and I'm just gonna get out there and fix a flat by myself. They on a whole bunch of.
Hey, I was just watching Kevin Samuels before we got on here, bro.
Can't even support small business, local businesses.
They talking about the dude buying a. He was supporting small business. He just wasn't giving them the full tab. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but because of that, they got together and collectively put this lie out. So now the dude down there with a life sentence. So we are actively fighting to get him out. And if y'all remember, here recently, Craig Watkins out of Dallas, he was doing a lot of stuff in the media where he was getting a lot of people exonerated with the DNA and all this old stuff. And we doing the same thing because this is the same type of stuff. He in there on faulty so-called shoddy evidence and testimony, and he will be exonerated. So y'all go back to this and remember, he said that because dude didn't have no lawyer. That's all that is. So I'm saying,
that's scary, man. That could be any of us now, bro.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff I put on my YouTube because, like, they take my videos now. They took a whole lot of booty down twice, and I put it up 5 times. Now it's up there, but it's like you got to sign in with the age and age restriction or whatever.
That's right. I never really seen that before through your video. That was interesting. I went there and that's what it told me. And then I was thinking, man, maybe it was because I followed the link that Poise sent me and it sent me there. But even when I went and signed in, like as myself, it asked me, it said for this video, you know what I'm saying, you need to verify that you're over 18. I was like, what is all this?
But I can pull up Luke. I can pull up a Luke video. Matter of fact, I ain't even got to pull up Luke. Link, I really want to sex your body. You can pull that video up right now. He got a song called I Really Want to Sex Your Body, and it's on YouTube, and it's white girls naked, topless in the video right now. You ain't got to verify your age or nothing.
What?
That's a song from 1997. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, so they pick and choose who they want to block and all that old type stuff.
Indeed.
And they blocked me on some black activist stuff. It didn't have nothing to do with the music. So they just it's whatever. So I don't do nothing I don't care nothing about no likes and views. Go listen to my music because it's good. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, go to your site. We're gonna tell them what your site is. Let them know where they can check your stuff out directly.
Yeah, go to DTR TV, the DTR television app. You know what I'm saying? You can always Google Byron Love Luv. All kind of stuff gonna come up. But I'm all of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you see the book about pimping, yeah, that is me. If you see the what's that other stuff? If you see what's that? I don't even know what they're talking about. But if you
have money for them and them rules being like rubber.
Oh, they talking about YouTube and them. I mean, that's kind of true, but YouTube, they hustlers. They taking people money because it's like when them dudes that out of college that created YouTube, when they made it, it was fair. It was a good thing. But once they sold it and Viacom got it, this is some other stuff, man. This YouTube on some whole other stuff. It not because I was one of the first.
YouTube was the king.
Yeah. Because I didn't know
TV and everything.
My partner and them had put Baidu on YouTube back then when she was naked downtown and she got shot or whatever with the Kennedy thing. They had the footage before anybody. I was like, "Who is that?" I said, "I know that. Who is this chick with the booty?" They said, "That's Erica." I said, "What's she doing?" And then before it became a news story, and they put it on YouTube, and it was on YouTube. It was not a problem. But later, when it became an issue and YouTube started all this. We gonna go into partnership with Universal and then Viacom and all this. That's when they brought in all these FCC style rules and regulations and whatnot. Because how's it YouTube? It's supposed to be your video and your stuff, but you can't govern nothing. It's the same. I challenge everybody on YouTube. Please go to Vimeo. I said it, not them. I did, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. Man, we've definitely had a ball, man, talking about hip hop and your music and so on, man. And continued success, my brother. And anytime you want to come back, bro, you welcome, man. We could, because I know we could talk for damn near another hour or more, but yeah.
Well, I got some stuff coming, so I probably have to reach out to y'all here in a minute because man.
Whenever you drop something new, let us know.
Yeah, it's like
if it's a CD.
Real soon. It's like in the next month or so. I got what I'm calling a naked video. It's a song called. It's on my album. My album is called "Just Put the Tip In." So everybody go find Byron Love Luv. Just put the tip in. Listen to the whole thing. It's jamming. But it's a song on there called Love Song. And my dude, Beat Doctor, the dude that did I Smoke, I Drank.
Yeah.
Beat Doctor. He produced this track right here. And song's called Love Song. And I call it the naked video because we gonna have fun in the video. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta bring that to y'all, see if it's a way we can, get it played or whatever. And with that, normally I always bring 1 and 1. Like that's gonna be my nasty, and then here goes something that's about something. So I got this other song and I just wait until I get that together. And I bring that let y'all check that out and see what it do, man. But y'all go get the DTR app, Google Byron Love Luv, pull up that album, just put the tip in, check it out, do what it do, man.
All right, man.
Don't forget to subscribe, people, and like.
Already. Get the algorithm up.
All right, man. I'll definitely be in touch with you, man, and we gonna build.
That sound like that's
it.
Right
That's it.
That's Love Song. Am I cussing? Yeah, I'm cussing on that. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, but I'm singing on it too. I say, "Girl, take your panties off." That's my part right there. Yeah, y'all had to check that out. Love Song. Yeah. Yeah. That's my song right there. Snapchat, you so fucking sick. I wanna eat them all of your body with a recipe. You get the recipe, the recipe. and throw that booty around like love and basketball. I'm gonna play you for your own. I didn't have no ass at all. Man, that's my shit right there. That's my jam right there. Baby, going to pop the trunk. Be jelly, cause jam no shake like that. You need you to stop when you.
Oh, that's you singing.
Oh yeah, I'm doing all that. The only thing that ain't me is the girl. Yeah, I'm doing everything.
Oh, on the second record we played, who's the girl that was rapping on a whole lot?
A whole lot of booty. That's the same chick that's on there. That's Lemmy the Goddess. Google her. It's spelled funny. It's Lemmy the Goddess, but Goddess is ESZ. Lemmy the Goddess. Her new song "Shut Up Bitch" is out right now on all platforms, and the video for that is coming soon. And yeah, she from down here. She do her thing. She raw business, and I like to say she got next. She got something on it, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and for the people who ain't seen the video, y'all need to go watch the video. Yeah.
It doesn't disappoint.
They
won't
doing
be bored. So
they doing their thing in there. Yeah, you know, it's all right. Yeah, but yeah, that got a video coming for that, man. It's gonna be different.
yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll be in touch, man. Appreciate you.
I'm already following. I'll be
I'll
staying tuned for the new stuff, man. Keep it coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. Well, y'all keep it easy, man, and tell everybody to go watch DTR television, DTR TV, man.
Yeah, y'all need to get that ASAP.
Yep.
What's that?
All right, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Alex in the house.
Yep. I'm Jose Music, and this is the news.
Your music mixing in or something? What the heck?
I don't know what's up with what is that?
I'm from the FCC. I ordered Fizz to quit.
Yeah, what's up with the glasses today, man?
Fizz.
Is them some blue blockers you wearing, Justice? What's that?
Man, we might be talking about stuff. Hold on.
Well,
I'm gonna let you start.
What's up? Oh, he got a whole other outfit.
Oh yeah.
Well, we was talking about all the stuff going down, the Supreme Court, and a crazy, I guess you could call it a crazy precedent, or a precedent was broken. Roe versus Wade has been the law of the land for 50 plus years. Longer than I've been alive. I'm 46, and they basically, uprooted it, got rid of it. Oh Lord. That might be the perfect outfit, Justice. Yeah, overturned, true indeed. And earlier, what was it like this month? They had put out that draft where they were talking about getting rid of Roe versus Wade, and then now they've done it. But I tell people all the time that they're not going to stop here. The Supreme Court has that conservative majority that they want. They got it because the orange buffoon who was our president, he ran through Amy Coney Barrett. He ran through Kavanaugh. Saying they got the majority of that court, so they have carte blanche. They'll be reinvesting? Yeah, say exactly. That's where I'm going, Sunshine. They're coming after same-sex marriage next. They're coming after interracial marriage. There was a
racial marriage.
Interracial marriage, gentlemen. Yes, you heard me. There was
white people trying to stay alive.
Well, there was a congressman, I can't remember his name, I wrote down, but he had even came out and said that. He said that they never should have ruled the way that they ruled on interracial marriage, and people look crazy like, did he just say that? Yeah, he said that. But that's what they've been wanting to do for 50 years. they've been trying to get rid of abortion. For 50 years, they've been wanting to, overturn Roe versus Wade. This is the biggest accomplishment for the GOP to date. Mitch McConnell is doing a celebratory dance right now. A lot of people on the right now, they're celebrating this because this is a huge win for people on the right.
Well, all that does is give the states the power to decide, right?
Yeah, but see, in doing that, then they get rid of it. I think there's almost 20 plus states who already right now have laws that they've been waiting for this. As soon as the federal government made this move that they made, now states have all these laws against abortion. So some of these states where abortion was legal yesterday, it won't be legal tomorrow because of what the federal government has just done.
Sound like they're trying to get rid of hoe culture.
What? Hoe culture? Hold up. See, that's the thing, though. You know what I mean? Abortions, in some instances, it is being used as birth control. And when a lot of this stuff was being talked about, when like Planned Parenthood was in the news, and you kind of heard some of those ladies talking brazenly about like selling baby parts and stuff like that. I talked about it on my show, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's jarring. But at the same time, I'm like, well, these are the people who have babies. So if they're talking like that, I don't think as a man, I'm allowed to be jarred by that talk. It's interesting to me that in all of these conversations, you have all of these men who weigh in, talking about, well, the baby has right to baby.
Huh? I have not seen a single guy weigh in. Guys, at least on my end, all the guys been quiet as heck, bro. I've been quiet on it too. But I thought I'd throw that joke out there. I'm like, oh, cats can't just go around having unprotected sex anymore.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, that's the thing, and that's why I said abortion isn't just about always a woman who got a situation where she's terminated pregnancy because she can't afford it. There's other things. Sometimes it's in the health of the mother. There's a lot of different reasons a woman might have an abortion, but it's been demonized by the right so tough. I tell people all the time, there was a time a million years ago I was pro-choice because I was young and I really didn't know too much about life. But then I started working in a school called Allen Crest, and I worked in a school full of all these kids that were throwaways. Society didn't want these kids. Society said you grew up poor, you grew up minority, you grew up whatever you grew up, and you're nobody. You'll be nothing. And a lot of these kids I work with, they didn't have one adult they could count on. They didn't have one person they could call. Some of those kids probably would have been. What's up?
I missed what happened. What happened, bro?
Oh, well, that's what I said. Look, I tell people a lot of times, a million years ago, I was pro-life myself. Because I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We have to preserve the life of these children and da-da-da-da-da. And then I got into social work. And I'm talking, I was young, 23, 24. And I started working at a school called Allen Crest. And this was a school for severely emotionally disturbed youth. So these are like street kids who grew up in group homes, kids who didn't have anybody. There were kids from that school that I sat with at NetCare, and NetCare is a mental health organization, for a place when people have like decompensating for their mental health and stuff, and they're decomping and they're, going through it, they're mentally ill, they go to this place for help. There were kids I left there, and not a caseworker came to see about them, not a mom came to see about them, not a dad came to see about them, not a brother, not an uncle, nobody. I worked with this school full of kids who nobody cared about. Some of those kids probably would have been better off were they not here. And people don't like to hear that, but it is what it is. My sister right now, she works for Children's Services. Okay, she has to do removals all the time. Now, once I go back to saying there's a lot of reasons that a woman has an abortion, but we can't, I get frustrated with the right when y'all talk all this stuff about protecting the right of these unborn kids, but when the kid gets here, you don't want to do a damn thing to take care of it. The kid gets here, but you won't fund food stamps to feed this kid. The kid gets here, but you won't fund services for mental health. You won't fund services for people who are economically disadvantaged. So you want these women to have these babies, but you won't do anything for them when they're here. This is ridiculous. It's a cycle of madness. Because what happens is these kids come here, and then they end up being just throwaways in society. And like I said, I've worked with hundreds of these kids who had nobody to call on, nobody who cared about them. Some of these kids I still see when I'm going to my other job to work with autistic kids. And a lot of them, they're still broken. They're still hurt. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? So when they talk about, and you know what, how about our friends, a conservative friend of mine, a buddy of mine, he's a staunch Catholic. So of course he's against abortion. Totally against abortion. But I'm like, dude, number one, you a man like I'm a man. When's the last time your uterus bled? See what I'm saying? This is men really, and men don't want to hear that either. Like, oh, that's my baby too. Man, my mom used to always say it, man, it's mama's baby, daddy's baby. At the end of the day, who will take care of that kid? It's probably going to be the woman. You see what I'm saying? So we can't keep acting like these aren't the facts here in America. And when we do this, really what we're doing right here, you just heard, now it's already hard for poor women to get abortions and get access to abortion. But right now they almost made it impossible. And like I said, they want to go back to the 1930s and 1920s where women were looking for the hanger. You know what I'm saying? Where women were throwing themselves downstairs. There's a song from Outkast called Toilet Tissue. It's one of my favorite songs. That whole song is about a 13-year-old girl killing herself, trying to give herself an abortion. And I love that song because it's so gut-wrenching. And I had to listen to it a couple of times to even understand. I said, hold up, is this what they're really talking about? Yes, but that's a real thing. You see what I'm saying? But people don't think about that side of it. You know, they just, well, you know, people shouldn't be messing around and women should just keep their legs closed if they don't want to. Nah, it's not that simple. You know, and we should have to tell, no woman who's in her 20s. How about this? When you're in your 20s, you don't know what you're going to do. You with a person that you're probably not going to be with for life. So now you're telling a woman in her 20s and she with some loser boyfriend and she get knocked up, she got to have his baby, knowing he ain't no type of father, knowing he ain't going to be there. That's not fair. She ain't allowed to have a life. She ain't allowed to have different lovers. She's a human being too. She just happens to be a woman who would have to be stuck with that child if things don't go right. So they need to do something about this. But I really, it's just a big win for the GOP. And the GOP is all about control. They don't care anything about women. They don't care anything about women's rights. They don't care anything about protecting the life of the child. They care about control. They want an autocracy. And an autocracy is a king. And that's what they want. They want an autocracy. They want an autocracy with Trump as their king. And I'm plumb sick of it. And this is just another. And like I said, they're coming after same-sex marriage, and then they're coming after interracial marriage. They already gutted the Voting Rights Act. It always starts with us, though, don't it? They start with black people, and then they just start moving backwards. So that's all they're doing here. They started with us. Now they said, let's take care of women, take care of their rights. Same-sex, we'll take care of that. And then interracial marriage, we never liked that either. We're getting rid of that, too. But this is why votes matter. Presidents matter. Because Trump opened the door for all of this. And now, as I say to the ladies on Facebook and all these other social networks I'm on, get your shoes on, get galvanized. Because that's all this now. It's going to take some real life people power to change any of this. But think about that, man. They changed something that's been 50 plus years of precedent. They changed. And Gorsuch, some of the stuff he used in talking about there's no protection for abortion in the Constitution and dot. I hear that, but y'all can change that. They make amendments all the time. Make an amendment and codify Roe versus Wade. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because it's all about control. They want to control women. They want to control women's bodies. All of that. So there's that.
Got a lot of comments going on down here, bro.
I see. What's up?
Uh-oh, you froze up on us. There you go.
There are pro-fetus, not pro-life. So I hear that. What else will make people think not seeing how to have the baby? Wrap it up. I hear that. I mean, that is, I mean, and there's some of that too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has to take responsibility. Everybody got to take responsibility. It shouldn't make people, make smarter choices. I hear that. And a lot of these men, some of them are my friends. They were saying, what's this? States' rights. It's about some heinous. Yeah. And that's the thing too, whenever you hear states' rights, I mean, you got to think that was the argument to preserve slavery. Whenever you hear states' rights, be scared of that. Because now, and people used to always say that too. They said, we don't live in 50 states, we live in 50 different countries. Because whenever you go state to state, the law is different, right? So that's all. And states do have rights. I get that. I hear that. But when you do that, when the federal government, and that's really also a cop-out. That's Congress saying we don't want to do anything because we don't want to cost ourselves votes. That's the Supreme Court saying we don't want to do anything because we don't want to be unpopular. So they flip it to the states. They'd rather have your state legislatures having people picking it outside their doors. Because that's what's going on right now, even with the Supreme Court. Since they made this decision, there are women who are outside of some of these Supreme Court justices right now with signs and picketing and all of that. But that's what comes with this. But they don't want that. That's why they want to kick it to the states. If we kick it to the states, that's the states' problem. They got to deal with this crap. And that's why I said be scared whenever you hear states' rights, because that was one of the arguments for preserving slavery, states' rights. So.
If you speaking, kid, we can't hear you.
Oh, what's up, Justin? We can't, yeah.
People are reckless. Many who are reckless have the thought of, oh, well, I'll just take care of it. Well, there's no longer an option. There's no longer an option.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I said I don't, well, look, when all this stuff was going on, I asked myself, I said, are women using birth control or using abortion as birth control? That was the oh, now I'm echoing.
Y'all hear me?
You causing that.
Can y'all hear me though?
Yeah.
All right, let me turn the echo cancellation back on. So I went to the settings. This might help, but I just messed around with the audio settings. I turned the default mic off and on and turned the echo cancellation off and on. I think I'm good now. Man, listen, man. Everybody feel the same way. You can't tell me what to do. My body, blah, 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 blah. I hear that loud and clear. I honestly think I thought it was a ploy to help stop all the chaos that's going on with all this loosey, everybody just having sex everywhere. It's making all these unnecessary connections. I don't know, man. I don't want to live in Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't mind a little bit of control. Look, man, if I was a Jedi, I would be a Sith all day. I'd definitely be on Anakin's side. Like, control them people, man. Them people, animals. See, man, look, I'm 100% down with not giving people all the freedom. No. Too much freedom is bad. No.
Well, look right there. Sunshine is alluding. Well, she's talking about what I was talking about. How I asked myself, are there women actually using abortion as birth control? Now I talked to some different people. One of my friends, he even told me. He said, Ed, yeah, and he said, keep it real. My sister's one of them. That's what he told me. He said he's taking her himself to have like 7-8 abortions. Okay, that's a lot. And that does sound like a person using abortion as birth control. We don't want that. In Russia, I guess
graveyards in these women. Well, like we gotta slow
in Russia, I guess that was going on, and their birth rate was so low they didn't understand why. Well, then they look at it, they say women on average was having 8-9 abortions. That's why our birth rate is so low, right? But at the same time, there's plenty of women who have deeper reasons for needing an abortion,
But Fizz, those women should get an exception, but they don't make this percentage like people project. It's not like they're 20% of women that get pregnant or 30%. It's like less than probably 2%, probably 1% that fall into these, oh, that's effed up. She should have the right. Oh, she medically, yeah, she should have the right. But the majority of these people, man, look, man, I'm down with a little bit of, hey, yo, man, y'all keep going crazy and having sex left and right, you're not using all this conventional protection. Y'all might have to raise somebody. So slow it down. Why don't you get your head in the books? Why don't you get married first? I'm just saying, man. Look, man, I'm with the whole. I'm not with the whole. Let's all be free and do whatever we want. All this freedom has caused nothing but chaos because there's no more morals or rules. So now, what you saying, bro? The whole they got more agendas. That's effed up. But the way I look at it, I'm not saying it's not messed up because I'm not a woman. I don't know how women feel about this. Well, I kind of do, but to me, man, I'm like, if these motherfuckers, if it's keep you motherfuckers start having kids left and right, it's too many families out there. That's just too many people out there. That's just, oh man, bro. Yeah. But man,
well, that's the thing, though. This won't stop people from having babies, though. This won't stop women from getting pregnant. This will just stop the way that they terminate these pregnancies. Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. That's you're gonna see a lot of women. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of these
workers stuff.
butchers in back alleys. Do you know in the 1900s, 1920s, there were back alley butchers who were
Yeah,
women were dying trying to get
yeah,
abortion, like it was
yeah.
no big deal.
I
I
mean,
mean, so
yeah.
we're going back to that, and that's what people. Do we want to go back to that? We're going
Well,
back to that.
also, man, we also gotta make sure there's enough children to replace the workers of today. Other than that, y'all
Well, ain't
gonna
no
really
problem with that. There's 9 billion people on the planet. We got plenty of people on the planet. That
And
ain't.
we,
We ain't
every
got no
country's
problem with that.
hey,
every
and we still can't fill all these jobs.
super invested into making sure that their youth is reproducing. If the youth is not reproducing at replacement rates, that is going to cause a huge problem in economies. It's already a problem in North Korea. It's already a problem in Japan. You don't have to believe me, just look it up. But look, man, I don't date. I don't plan on having kids. I don't give a shit. I don't give a crap. So that's on everybody who's into this into the society stuff. I don't care if it's messed up or it's not. It's conspiracy theories or not. I know this. Women ain't gonna do nothing about it. They just gonna sit there and let it happen, bro.
Well,
And
no,
men
no,
ain't
no,
gonna
no.
do nothing either.
And that's what I'm telling you. Women are doing things about it because now, like, I listen to oh my God help me, conservative talk shows sometimes just because I get into politics and I always want to hear how the other side is thinking. But a lot of them have talked about how they need to come up with laws to make it against the law for people to protest. Because a lot of these Supreme Court justices, since this ruling, like I said, right now, Justice, there are women in front of their houses. Right now, these guys in Yale's that went home, there were picketers and protesters in front of their door. They were taking their little girls and little sons in the house for dinner. There were protesters out there yelling in their faces, calling them a-holes, screaming at them, maybe spitting at them, because this is not it's not a game. A
I'm
right has
pretty
been
sure.
taken, and it was a right for 50 years,
I'm
and now
pretty
they've
sure
just taken it.
they'll name a street after them. It'll called Women's Rights Street or Abortion Rights Street or
Women's
something like that. And then everybody's gonna be happy and everybody's gonna go back home and keep doing all the foul stuff they do. Look, man, the Roe versus Wade thing, crazy as heck. Look, I get it. It's changing history. All y'all now we can't just get rid of babies because of these reasons. Well, whatever reason she want to get rid of baby. I mean, listen, man. As a man, I hate the fact. That's one of the things I don't date. So it's the fact I have no right in the relationship. All I could do is be a giver in a relationship. Bro, you could just kill my kid if you want. I found that out through my brothers. Bro, he trying to make a baby, and she was killing a baby. Bro, that's too much, man. I can't deal with that stuff. And you just killing my. I literally have a best friend who dealt with that down because he don't have a say so shit. Even though he married to the woman and he wants a second child. Oh, I'm not ready. Men, the stuff that men go through, everybody just push men just under the bridge. Just shut up. It's her body. You shut up. Forget your feelings. That's why, man. Yeah, this is all women, and this is they fight, and I'm gonna let them deal with it. I'm not going to offer not one single strand of support because I know if they win, it's just back to me and the rest of the men not having a goddamn thing to say.
You next, then. We're next. We'll be make all men sterile, so you can't produce kids.
Now look, and then that's the thing too. They were saying even with this, they want to go deeper. So they want to prosecute any woman having an abortion or trying to have an abortion. If a woman miscarries, they talk about criminal prosecution. How about this? I even talked about it on my show how crazy groups like the Proud Boys have it in their thing to where their members can't even masturbate. So now they're talking about maybe prosecuting masturbation, maybe trying to outlaw that. This stuff gets deep, man. That's what I'm telling you.
Sorry,
Whenever the Supreme Court
no way they're
starts
going to prosecute masturbation. How are they going to even know? Porn makes way too much money.
Listen, they're talking about prosecuting sodomy, right? Because sodomy is the way that same-sex marriages, gay relationships have sex. They're talking about prosecuting that. This stuff is getting deep. That's what I'm saying.
The most
the Supreme, they already did this.
Roe versus Wade is it? y'all can't get abortion. A lot of countries don't allow they people that just kill off their kids. Well, you know why? A lot of countries don't have these the new age stuff where we just free to fuck and make babies and cancel out stuff and no, bro, man, we need order. I'm with order, man. Hey,
So you want an autocracy? You would want a king? You want somebody telling you what you can and can't do? Because that's what I say. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't stop here. They already voted, gutted voting rights. Then you just go a step further. Then you just say people of color can vote. You just come out and say it. You're a king. You can just say that, right?
Listen, I'm with democracy still. Like, yo, it sound like democracy won this time. Democracy got a law out of here, right? Or was it people who used their power to do stuff behind everybody's back? It didn't sound like that. It sounded like people voted, and yes, it's a majority House of Conservatives, and people voted for them conservatives. It sounded like, man, this is what the country wants.
But see, that's where this thing gets muddled. Not really. Number one, your boy Trump, he did not win the popular vote. How did he got in there? The Electoral College. The last couple of Republican presidents we have got in there because what? They did not win the popular vote. They won the Electoral College. So that right there screwed that up. So that wasn't the will of the people being done. People always talk about in this country how it's a few people govern the majority. Because most people, I think they said like 60, almost 70% of Americans agree with Roe versus Wade, think that it shouldn't have been overturned, agreed that we should have safe and legal abortions. Most of America, what you have is a conservative majority on the court of, and you know what, my dad back in the day, listen,
they let him in there.
Justice, do you remember BET After Dark? Are you too young? Do you remember that BET After Dark? You remember that?
Yeah.
My dad used to love it. He still has videos of BET After Dark, right? But he said, yeah, my dad's a trip, right? But listen, you know what he told? He said, Eddie, but the do-gooders got rid of it. The do-gooders, and that's what these people are. The do-gooders are people who tell you the way that you live isn't right. We don't like how you like to look at women's bodies. We don't like anything that you do, so we're going to say it's wrong. We don't want to talk about gay people. We don't want to talk about trans people, so it's wrong. And if you do it, we'll throw you in jail because we're the do-gooders. And we say what's good and we say what's right. This country was founded by the do-gooders, the Puritans. This whole society is Puritan. That's why it's so effed up. So that's what this is. That's what this is. A few people telling you and everybody else that the way that you love and the way that you want to do and things you want to do are wrong. And that's not good.
This is effed up more because of more than just because of this group of people. It's because of one, everybody's need to express all this freedom. Everybody's need to live out their ideologies. Everybody just want everything to be their way. Everybody think their way is better than the next person's way. And I hear people, but you know what wins these arguments? Power. And whoever got power wins.
That is true.
Like powerful won today. So all the powerless people, go grab your picket signs and keep your marching and stuff. I don't care what y'all do. All I want is my check. No, I don't care. They can take all my rights away. As long as they give me my check and my internet, and they can censor the internet, censor me. Listen, man, I ain't making no enemy of the GOV and soon ever again in my life. I like the GOV and what they doing. I'm always agreeing.
No. The grand old party is democracy. Yeah, that's nothing nice. And that's the thing. Somebody even left it in the comments talking about how they were against Sharia law. And that's the thing. The GOP all this time has been talking about how they love America and they love our rights. They hate America. They hate our rights. They want an autocracy. Like I said, they want an autocracy as Trump, with Trump as their king, because these are the people who don't like your rap music. They don't like your black skin. They don't like your black culture. They don't like anything that's not white. So they want to go back to the 50s when you turned on that TV, all you saw was Leave It to Beaver and other lily white people living their lily white lives. They don't, when that's what these people, and that's what they're about. So that's what I'm telling you. You would think that, but I'm telling you, look deeper. You do not want these people in power. And we've already seen what they do when they get power. No, not yet. In 2024, their boy will probably get power again. But my point being is, when people don't pay attention, we get stuff like this. And when they start eroding these rights, they're coming at it. In a minute here, they'll get to something that you really hold near and dear, and there'll be nothing you can do about it.
20.
There's nothing I hold dear. See, that's y'all. That's y'all cats be
20.
What if they said you
nothing.
can't do no more gaming? What if they
Look,
said video
nothing
games are
lasts
harmful?
forever.
20.
Everything is
They say video
temporary.
games are harmful. We don't like how they're damaging the minds of our youth. So you know what, Justice? We're
20.
outlawing them. We're taking them
Come
off of
get them.
the all platforms. Getting
Come
rid
get
of
them.
video games.
Hey,
20.
come get them. Listen, man, I'm not fighting these big dogs no more, and all these
20.
small. I'm not wasting my time in the sun sweating with a picket fence talking about you wrong. I don't care
Mhm.
about none of that stuff. Take the games. Take everything. I'm done with this planet. I told you, man. I'm on to Mars. I don't have to deal
I'm
with this
done with
soon.
this planet.
Bro, I done took all the fun from this place. I'm gonna be on Mars. And I'm gonna
Ah,
repopulate Mars. And then I'm gonna give y'all a safe haven where y'all can argue again and have freedoms. But as long as
you
y'all don't touch
silly.
my property, we good. Video games will be back. They can have this old rotten planet, man. This planet dying. I'm out of here.
This old rotten planet. You silly. All right, look. Some of that. Let's talk about some pop culture. Did y'all know? How do
Wait,
y'all
we
feel
still gotta
about
talk about the shootings.
Hey, well, hold on. Oh, what about the shootings, man? It's horrible and ain't nothing going to happen. Ain't nobody doing nothing on gun violence. All the police in Uvalde lied. They lied. All them, they had like, what,